Hello and welcome to another Carnegie Slate demo series. My name is Jacob Henshaw and I am a Slate communications strategist here at Carnegie. Today we're going to talk about Slate Video and how your institution can use this tool in your communications. So without further ado, let's go ahead and dive in. The first things first, let's answer the very important question, what is Slate Video? Slate Video is a tool that allows your users to create and send personalized videos to any records in your Slate instance. This includes prospects, inquiries, alums, and everybody in between. These videos are typically quick, organic touch points that provide a point of engagement beyond your standard text-based email or text message. Now let's go ahead and take a look at some of the benefits of Slate Video. First thing, making a connection beyond words. Slate Video allows for a prospective student or a parent of a student or potential alum donor to make a connection with someone on the other end of the screen. You can hear tone of voice, you can read body language, and truly connect over that video. Next is that it breaks through the noise. We all know that written email is far and away the most prevalent form of communication that's sent out of Slate. Use of Slate Video as a way to break up that type of communication that a student receives and gives them a way to engage beyond clicking a hyperlink or clicking a button within an email. And finally, flex your creativity. There's so many great ways to utilize Slate Video to show that your institution's different, whether that be sending out admit videos as instead of making phone calls or sending out a welcome video from the school president or a spirit-filled message from your school mascot. There's so many ways Slate Video can help you stand out among the crowd. So next, where to utilize Slate Video? So when and where can you use it? One of the great benefits of Slate Video is that it can be used in a number of different ways to communicate with your audience. The first and most common way to utilize Slate Video is within email messages. Adding a video or other clickable content to an email message is a great way to increase engagement with your audience and provide opportunities for your prospects or students to experience your institutional personality beyond what's spelled out in your emails. The other method for sending a Slate video is through SMS. When sending a video through text messaging, your video will be presented as a short URL within the text message itself. Both the link in the text message and the thumbnail in the email link to a portal where the student can watch the video within your institutionally branded portal. Now let's take a look at several ways that you can incorporate Slate Video into your communications. The first and most common way that we see Slate Video utilized is by incorporating it into campaigns that are set up through the Deliver module. You'll see that both text messaging and email messages have the Slate Video icon present in the bottom right corner of the text editor screen. You can incorporate a Slate Video into a one-off or ad hoc communication, as well as drip campaigns that you might already have set up. The next way to utilize Slate Video is through one-off email or SMS from a student record. When you're on a person record, you can navigate to the dashboard tab where you'll see the email and phone number if applicable. From there, you can click on the linked contact information and insert Slate Video within that splash screen. This works for both email and SMS from the student record. Finally, we also utilize Slate Video within inbox snippets that are linked to a student portal. You can see here that once the inbox snippets are created, you'll see them as an option in the right side of the text editor as you go to create an email or a text message from a student record. Once you record the Slate video, the snippet content will appear in the text editor where you can then edit prior to sending the message. Utilizing inbox snippets allows you to build out a Slate video portal to include information that you would include in any other portal. Examples of this could be an RFI form or an event registration, or really any other content that your heart desires, and that Slate allows, of course. If you're interested in more information on how to build out a Slate video portal for this use, there's a really great knowledge-based article on this information. So now that we've looked at some of the ways to incorporate Slate Video into communications, let's look at one main area that you cannot currently utilize Slate Video. There's currently a feature request out, but as of right now, you cannot use Slate Video in content block. You'll notice here that the Slate Video button is missing. It would be a really great opportunity to have the ability to utilize content blocks and utilize Slate video within those content blocks. An example of this would be potentially if you're communicating from an admissions counselor to a student, that Slate video could be pulled into a single deliver mailing as opposed to having a mailing for each staff assigned or each counselor. If you're interested in supporting the feature request that's currently out there, you can go to the feedback section of your knowledge base and search for Slate video content blocks and add your support there. That being said, there is currently a workaround for this that we'll take a look at now. Let's stick with our example of sending a Slate video for a student's admissions counselor and pulling those videos in utilizing a content block. To do so, you start a deliver mailing for each counselor, have them record the Slate video in that mailing, go in and copy the code for the Slate video from that mailing, and paste it into a content block for each of the staff assigned content block values within the source code. Once we go to a mailing where that content block is being referenced, you'll see that the Slate video is being pulled in. This effectively circumvents the inability to add a Slate video to content blocks for this purpose. A couple of notes about this approach is if the original deliver mailing gets deleted where the Slate video lives, this will break the code in the content block as the Slate video will technically no longer exist. Because of this, we recommend that you archive and not delete the original deliver mailing where the Slate video was recorded so that it does not accidentally get deleted. So we'll now go ahead and take a look at some general Slate video details, notes, and tips. So as a note, you will need to allow access to your computer's camera and microphone in order to utilize this tool. You'll automatically be prompted to allow these permissions the first time that you use Slate video. After you use it for the first time, you shouldn't have to allow the permissions again. Upon clicking record within the Slate video splash screen, you'll see that there's a nice countdown that lets you know when the video is about to start recording. Next, in the bottom right corner of the recording splash screen, you have the option to add a virtual background, such as a blurred background, or you could add in an institutionally branded background. Once you're done recording your video, you can save the video code and it will be embedded into the email source code. It can be found within the div tags wherever the video is within the mailing itself. This code can be moved around in the HTML just like you would move an image. Next, a note on mobile friendliness. Out of the box, Slate video can have an impact on mobile responsiveness. In order to make the Slate video mobile responsive, Carnegie recommends setting the width of your video to 250 pixels and the height to 141 pixels. This will allow the video to render properly on most devices. Alternatively, you can also update the CSS of the email itself and assign a class that will adapt the image based on the device. So even though there is a play button on the Slate video within the email itself, once someone clicks on the video, they will be redirected to your institutionally branded portal where they can then watch the video. Once the recipient opens the Slate video portal to view the video, they will have the option to turn on closed captioning by selecting the three dots in the lower right-hand corner of the video player and toggling captions to on. And if you ever accidentally delete your Slate video, you can use snapshots of the mailing to retrieve the code so that you don't have to start from scratch. Don't ask me how I know this. And as a final note, we recommend keeping your Slate videos brief, organic, and generally unscripted with a clear call to action or message. And that brings us to the end of our Slate demo on Slate video. We hope that this has been a helpful resource for you. Now get out there and start recording some Slate videos. Again, my name is Jacob Henshaw. If you'd like to get in touch, you're more than welcome to drop me an email at jhenshaw@carnegiehighered.com. You can also submit an inquiry for more information at carnegiehighered.com to learn more. Thanks for joining us.